Good day, family and friends. It's been a while since my last post or cast that I had. Listen, I don't want to waste much of your time. Let me get straight into it. I've looked at 2022 and I've learned so much. So much of mistakes has been made, and so much of things has been done, righteously and correctly. One of the things that 2022 has taught me, rather, is that you get times in your life where you have people around you that has been through a road. In other words, is they are experienced in certain areas of life, whether it is in family, whether it's in business, whether it's in ministry, whether it is in self-coaching, self-management, etc. You get different types of people in your life that has some vast experience in life in those areas. And then also, you also represent, some sort of a experience to them. And guess what? In life, we learn through each other's experiences. One thing that I've learned to value in life is that, and I'm not perfect in it, but one of the things that I've learned is that we have to learn through others' mistakes, and we can save ourselves a whole lot of trouble and pain, etc. One of the things that I want to just encourage every listener today that listens to the sound of my voice, that sometimes we learn through the school of experience. In other words, is there can be people around us, they can be mentors, they can be coaches, they can be managers, they can be guardians, they can be it can be anybody that is experienced in an area that has some sort of a grounds in your life to guide you, to lead you, to navigate you out of their pains, not your pains, their pains. And they can tell you that what you are doing there is going to cause you pain. And sometimes we are oblivious and we don't see this thing. Now, listen, you talking to the one that has first-hand experience in it. In my younger days, I would always want to experience things for myself. And then I ran into a hole, knocked my head, wipe the blood off and stitch myself together. And then, go back and say, I now understand. I'll never forget, there was a letter that I wrote to my mentor and my pastor and my spiritual father at the time, that taught me a lot of things in life. And there was a letter that I wrote to him, and we both broke out in tears one morning when he read the letter. And I said to him, the heading of the letter is, I now understand. What stuff that I didn't understand then I now understand. And I shared with him, I now understand what you meant by this, and I now understand what you meant by that when you tried to guide me there, when you tried to expose me to that, when you tried to lead me into that. I didn't understand it at the time. And yes, I was that stubborn guy. But listen, I want to encourage you. Don't be like that person that I was. I want to encourage you that if a voice of experience, talks to you, the best thing that you can do yourself is submit to that voice, obey that voice, and save yourself a whole lot of pain and trouble. It's almost like, if somebody, I believe that if the prodigal son has been in a pigsty, by the time when he came back and his father restored him, I believe that if there is any son or any person that would go the same route as him, he would tell that person, please do yourself a favor and don't take the share and don't leave and don't go squander your wealth. Rather do so with the release of your father, with the guidance of your father, with the financial wisdom of your father, financial management of your father. Rather go do that, so because by the time in the beginning, everything looks rosy. Everybody was into him. Everybody was into, and later on he found out when he had nothing more to offer. He had no more money to offer. He had nothing else to offer. People spat him out to the point where he desired what the pigs was eating, but none of them actually wanted to give them. That is the painful frustration that we can save ourselves in marriage. Listen, in marriage, in finances, etc., etc. You can save yourself. Every bad experience that you have experienced thus far was never for yourself in any case. Yes, you've learned your lesson, you've bettered your life, but now that bad experience is for somebody else. Like my bad experience is now for somebody else, and I would rather listen to somebody that has had a bad experience or that has taken the advice of somebody else and has prospered through that bad experience, or avoiding that bad experience rather. I have listened to many people. Listen, I don't want to say anything about myself, but I have many good things that I can say to you, that I have listened to experienced people, and I have short circuited myself from experiencing a lot of pain. So my encouragement to you is, listen to voices of experience. Listen to people who has the fruits in their life. Listen to people that is not just talkers from what they heard and what they read, but they actually has the fruits, they has the experience, they have the application, they have the results of it. I just wanted to encourage you with this in this 2023. May God open your ears and your eyes and your spiritual senses, that you will be able to submit to those that are experienced. God bless.